Gen Cast.
All right, here we are again, guys.
Right, hello.
Back in action.
That's right.
This time, we're going to be talking shit about the fucking Fallout and Bethesda fanboys. Holy shit.
Yeah, nothing against Bethesda themselves.
Or Fallout.
Oh, actually, you know what? I got some beef with Bethesda, dude. That's the whole point.
I have beef with any game company, but yeah, I have some beef with Bethesda. But, yeah, but it's mainly the Bethesda fanboys. Those are the worst. The Fallout fanboys, like, they're fucking just, like, illogical, fucking retarded fucking idiots.
Yeah. They're fucking ridiculously, like, ignorant and stupid idiots, dude.
They're fucking just, like, corporate slaves, straight
Yes,
up. Like,
corporate
they're
slaves.
actually the worst corporate slaves I've ever come across. I've never actually, like, I've seen people that, like, defend, like, you know, Microsoft and, like, you know, Sony for their PlayStation, and, like, but these are actually, I've never actually experienced anything like this before with, like, people that are, like...
Just straight up denial?
Yeah.
Not only denial, they actually admit the fact that, like, you know, there's problems with the game, but there's like, oh, but it's Fallout.
Just giving it a pass.
Yeah,
just
it's like, who cares? It's
just
Fallout.
Just because it's their little baby.
Actually, you know, you shouldn't fucking be doing that. If you actually want a fucking good, the best product that this team can make, you want to fucking call them out on their shit.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. That's what everybody was saying about Microsoft at E3 2013.
Yeah, think about it. If nobody called out their DRM bullshit and the fucking whenever they unveiled the Xbox One, the fucking whole gaming console market would have been so much fucking worse.
Right now, yeah.
Yeah, it would have been
It's
way worse
already
for
bad
fucking,
enough.
especially for Microsoft
True.
fanboys. But it would have been worse for even Sony because they probably would have like started, you know, implementing that business model into their
Sure.
systems.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this is a, you know, I guess a kind of a smaller scale because we are only talking about
One game.
one game. And, I mean, graphics...
The same concept, though, because we have a company here that's extremely wealthy.
Yeah.
Definitely
This is
enough.
probably one of the biggest game companies out
Yeah,
there. I mean,
they
they're-
definitely have the money to pump into some freaking, like, a graphics engine worthy
Yeah.
to stand up to standards of today. Like, I mean, obviously we're talking about Fallout 4, everybody. We haven't even said yet, but, like...
No, we did.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, Fallout 4 specifically. The trailer was just
Specifically the
unveiled.
graphics. Well, not really. Well, yeah. The
Yeah,
graphics,
it's the graphics, dude.
Yeah. Like, they haven't really showed an actual gameplay video of this thing, like an
I mean,
actual
obviously,
on-stage
everything
demo.
is running an engine.
Yeah, that's the
And
thing.
it's
Yeah,
in-
true. So it kind of can
Which
give
is
us
the point.
It gives us more of a glimpse into what the game is going to be like, and even slightly play like, according to, like, you know, some of the character animations and stuff like that. You know, what you can expect to, like, you know, if they can't even get it right in the freaking cinematic cutscenes, then, you know, it's not
Right.
going to be much better, or it's going to be worse in the, you know, in the actual game. But
Yeah.
you know, so in some sense, we've seen somewhat of the quality that we're going to be seeing in the actual gameplay.
Yeah.
But I mean, dude, like, the worst thing about this whole thing is that, like, it's not simply just, you know, a backlash to Bethesda about the graphics. It's about these freaking fanboys and these freaking idiots who, like, can't accept the fact that their game looks like garbage. And I'm gonna say it right here. Like, I've come across, like, a lot of YouTube comments that are like, man, what are people talking about? This game looks amazing. Dude, if it looked amazing, then why would there be a huge There's probably the biggest backlash about the graphics for any game that I've ever seen in my
Yeah.
life. So
Well, personally, I'm not exactly surprised.
I'm
But
not
I mean,
either.
I'll...
Because you have to admit the fucking graphics are pretty fucking shitty for today's standards.
yeah, see,
Yeah.
like, if
I
this was
mean-
2010 on the PS3 and Xbox 360, yeah, it would have been good. But the fact that, like, The Last of Us on PS3 looks more appealing to the eye than this game, and, you know, I'm not even talking about the art style. That's another thing too. I'm talking about the technical aspects of the game engine, the graphics engine.
Polygon count, you know, motion blur.
It is, the polygon count isn't necessarily even that bad. It's just like
It's bad for today's standards, though.
No, it is. It's not that bad. It's actually better than PS3, to be honest. The polygon count is like, I mean, it looks almost around that level, but like it is better.
Yeah.
But that's not really what makes graphics look good at all. Like you
Yeah.
could have a high polygon game and just like shitty textures. I mean, it's pretty much
Right.
what this is. It's just
Yeah.
shitty textures, shitty lighting, no displacement mapping, no global illumination.
No, yeah, the low res textures,
Yeah,
low res
low-res
shadow
shadows.
engine. Like,
I mean-
there's no motion blur. There's, like, I mean, the animation, the character animation is dog shit.
Yeah, there's no tessellation. I mean, this is all just this is all like tech, like gaming, graphical tech that's expected in any game this generation.
Yeah.
Like, it's in every game. It's like you have all of these technical things.
And it's not
that are
even
there.
hard to accomplish, even for an open world game. See, that's what people don't understand, is that like you don't need to have like a small compact kind of environment to have good graphics. You can have good graphics on in an expansive environment.
I wonder if maybe like the actual game engine might have something to do with it. Maybe like because even though it's a shooter, it has a lot of like RPG elements in there, like a lot of like status effects and just like just a lot of elements like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just like other factors, like different kinds of weapons that you use.
Yeah.
Just a lot of elements there. I don't know. I'm not. That's why I'm a little forgiving about the graphics.
That's the thing, is that the Bethesda has the money to pump into all that plus graphics.
Yeah.
But they're not. That's the problem.
Right.
Is that like there's already a standard for open world games, especially right now, since every game is pretty much going open world.
Yeah.
Like every franchise from the past, like going back like 25 years, is starting to go open world at this point, and
Sure.
like they're just executing it so much better on the graphical front than like Bethesda is with this game. I mean, even like, okay, I remember like back in like 2005 or 6, it came out with a series of videos called Anti-Xbox 1, 2, and 3, and like they kind of just they were kind of like anti-Oblivion videos, like Elder Scrolls videos. And I remember comparing Oblivion. I mean, they weren't anti the game; they were just anti the graphics. Just like right now.
Right.
And I was comparing it to Metal Gear Solid 3, the Grass engine. Just for instance, this is just something. Okay, people the excuse they always gave me at the time was, oh, but Oblivion is open world. So I'm like, that's not a reason. See, you don't even understand how they create these graphics. Like for instance, just like, okay, the grass in Oblivion was straight up just like 2 polygons.
Yeah.
That were crisscross.
Right.
That had just like stand up textures, and they were just kind of like moving in the wind, like really shittily looking. And Metal Gear Solid 3, on the other hand, rendered every single piece of grass in 3D. But that doesn't mean that they actually went in and created every single strand of grass. No, they just made an engine to where they could just have like a patch of grass, basically, and then just kind of spray it alongside the ground.
Right.
That's how it worked.
Yeah, and it didn't actually get, the same kind of grass that you would see, like, outside your lawn and have each strand like that come out. It was just like a, limited number of strands, but it actually added to the world where it, looked,
Well, actually, it was like that with MGS3. Like,
no.
Or are you talking about Oblivion?
No, like MGS3. Like, okay, they had, like, tall grass and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But, it's not just tall grass. Like, they also had, like, a flat texture.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, on top of that, yeah.
On top of that, but that, to me, that looked better than having, like, a bunch of, like, just bushes
that
are just crisscrossed together.
Yeah, like just a texture that's just repeated, like
trees with leaves that are like just flat images that follow you as you traverse through.
That's what I'm saying. If they were to pump a little bit more money into their R&D team as far as graphics goes, they would actually, like, instead of pasting these shitty fucking textures everywhere, they would be able to like paste like badass fucking patches of grass everywhere.
Yeah, and there's something called LOD also that you have to take into consideration. It's called like level of detail. It's like all the stuff that's like right in front of the screen will like be a higher fidelity, like higher polygon model, and then have like the stuff in the middle ground will be like slightly less polygons. And the background it'll be like really low polygon. It'll still be there, like you'll still get tons of fucking like environmental effects like grass like throughout, like as far as you can see and shit.
But
it'll just be like low polygon. It doesn't need to even get those high textures if they're only going to be taking up like 5 pixels. You know?
And nowadays they even have techniques to where the closer you get to them, they fade into each other rather than just like pumping in.
That's all done in the engine too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, where is your engine, Bethesda?
The thing is, like I've even made games myself where they have implemented that tech in there. It's like so fucking easy. It's like so automated at this point that you just like have everything done for you already.
Yeah.
And like you you can have that LOD, like, adaptive tessellation is another one where it'll like, in between every polygon, it'll make like thousands of polygons to smooth out this polygon.
Yeah, yeah,
And
but only
that's-
whenever you get close
Yeah,
enough.
that's when you get close, so it doesn't use too much
RAM,
of the CPU
yeah,
or
CPU,
whatever
yeah.
to use that. And so yeah, I mean, it doesn't implement that. Everything looks pretty low polygon from what I can see. There's not
Even close up, whenever they show that close up of the dog, it's just like
no, dude, everything looks
Yeah,
like
there was-
everything looks like it's like it doesn't even have like normal maps or fucking specular maps or something. Like it's just like there's no
Yeah, that's the main character,
there's
too,
No,
apparently.
there's no shine to the shiny objects. There's no there's no depth.
There's no wetness to the wet objects.
There's no depth to the fucking textures.
There's no bounce light. There's no
Yeah,
there's no real time
there's,
reflections.
like,
Obviously,
indirect illumination.
Dude,
there's
I can
none of
tell. I'll
that.
tell you one thing: there ain't gonna be a single real time reflection in this game, dude.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. There's no like ray trace real time reflections. Definitely, like something that's already been around for like 2 or 3 years. And then you already have stuff like what you see in Metal Gear Solid, how there's actually real time like bounce. I don't even know how the fuck they even do it.
Yeah.
I've never even seen it in any game. But whenever you're actually like, whenever Snake gets close to an object, like it'll actually bounce his character model's light off of that object
And create it back
Yeah.
and bounce right back onto
Yeah.
his side,
Yeah.
which will give
It's
it like
like-
more light.
Yeah.
These are things that are like just in engine. These are things that could be in Fallout's engine if they
and
if
then
they
there's also something else called what is it, ambient occlusion. That's like, say like whenever you like say my hand is like really close to my knee here, like,
Right.
it'll basically create a super diffused shadow. You see it, like whenever we get close, it'll just get darker. It'll create
Oh,
a
right,
shadow.
right. Like,
But
when
it's just like really diffused and smooth, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's really smooth. It's like basically however close a polygon is to another polygon, it'll create like a diffused shadow automatically there.
dude, this
and that's
this
something that
technique-
happens like from just all of the light that's bouncing all around us.
Yeah, so
Like
it's,
obviously there's not a like on my knee right here. There's barely any lighting, so it's like complete like a good example of like ambient occlusion is that it's like when even all the bounce light that's all around you, it just creates these diffuse shadows that help make it look super photorealistic.
Yeah.
And that's not apparent in the engine. Basically, what I've come to the fact, like, I mean, I'm like obviously like pretty into fucking graphics, and I know a lot of like the technical terms of graphics,
Right.
and I have a lot of friends that are into that stuff too.
Sure.
That are into like the latest graphics tech. This game like doesn't even appeal to those people at all. Like
Nah, fuck
anybody
no.
who's like into graphics. It's like,
oh, you mean
okay.
graphics
I
whores?
was gonna bring that up.
God.
Graphics wars.
See, that's a
No,
stupid
no,
thing.
I mean, dude, the thing is, it's a fucking industry, and it's like, I mean,
It's not.
it,
It's
it
not.
makes a fucking difference. Like, you can say whatever you want to. Like,
You see, here's the thing I've been running into on YouTube comments. People are like, "Well, yeah, man, fucking, the graphics don't make a game good, you fucking idiot."
dude, the thing
Yeah,
is,
I
like,
even had
the
some
gra-
guys.
the
I even have
graphics-
some guy even tell me it's like graphics don't make a game better. Period. I'm like,
The
dude,
thing
yes,
is,
they
no,
fucking
no,
do.
you know what it
even,
tells me?
Even
You know what
shitty games, good graphics will at least make them slightly more like appealing to play.
At least they'll make it appealing to the eye, you know.
Yeah,
But the
it's
thing is, like I was saying before, I've even made games that look way fucking better than fucking
Fallout 4.
Yeah, and like, it's so fucking easy these days to do that.
Dude, the thing is,
you
you're-
just have to be so fucking lazy as a developer to just not even like care about that kind of thing, and you're just like, it just I feel like it's just reflective of the final product.
Yeah.
You have like all these fucking people that are gonna be playing your game, and then it's just gonna fucking like, it's just gonna have a lack of like quality. It's like,
Yeah,
I don't know,
like
it's just like
at
you
face
just-
value, literally.
yeah, it's like you're gonna be like, oh yeah, you're gonna be exploring this world. Why would I want to explore a fucking world when it looks like shit everywhere? It's
I
like
know.
it's not even.
So that's
It
another thing.
didn't even
People's
look
like-
good at all.
It's like, man, fuck the graphics. Just give me a world to explore, and I'm good. It's like, really? So just a world of piles of shit. You know?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, yeah, there could be fucking cool areas that you go to. I mean, it could be
not from what I've seen.
Yeah.
Nothing that hasn't already been done, especially.
Yeah, I mean, everything seems fucking super randomly generated, especially in Fallout New Vegas. Like, I can already tell, like, if it's the same developers as that game, then
No, it's not.
it's not.
This is
No,
famous
it's not.
Fallout 3,
Okay.
which is actually worse graphics though. In
Yeah,
a
it
lot
is
of
worse
ways.
graphics, but like, dude, like I've seen fucking shitty things for the graphics in the Fallout games. Like literally, like ground textures that like go up completely fucking 90 degrees horizontal
Yeah.
to like a wall. It's like, okay, what the fuck is the sand doing on the fucking wall?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
It's
I'll see like trees with like the roots like sticking out, but they're
Above the ground?
You know, they're flat and they're like at an incline of like a hill, and they're just sticking out. And it would seem like that tree would just fall over because of that.
Yeah.
It's just sticking out so much.
The thing is, like, Bethesda has enough money to actually build their engine to fucking like automatically calculate things like that.
Yeah.
Because the Unreal Engine 4 already does things like that. Like,
So does the Fox engine.
yeah, the Fox engine, like any fucking real game engine, they're all open world, you know, and they just have these algorithms that are automatically like, you know, they know like to attach certain things to certain geometry, you know.
Yeah.
Like the floating grass, for instance, in the Fallout 4 trailer. It's like there's literally fucking floating grass. It's like,
And it's
there's
like,
no, like, even if you're fucking like, I've sprayed fucking grass all around the terrain.
Yeah.
It all sticks to the fucking ground. There's settings that you do to fucking make sure that it sticks.
Yeah.
And they're too fucking
Yeah.
lazy to fucking make them stick to the fucking ground.
yeah.
I don't know. I think there might be another like reason why. I mean, other than laziness, because I mean, when I play these games, they have so many. It's not just the gameplay elements. There are so many outcomes to like, you know, the quests that you do that are like the way you interact with, you know, with different characters. And I mean, I don't know. I almost feel like there's so much like
Content there?
Content there that that's the reason why that it interacts with the graphics, and you know, maybe it takes.
Well,
up
you know
CPU
what?
power
You
or
know what
something
advice I would give them?
to
Cut down the scale a little bit.
I don't
cut
know,
down
man.
the scale a little
well,
bit.
because
dude.
that is the appeal, though. Don't you think? I mean, maybe not for you guys, but I mean,
No, you know what?
the
To me,
scale is the
like
appeal.
here's my appeal. Scale it down. Increase the quality of the content even more. Like, I mean, like quality over quantity, straight up. Fallout 4 is the exact opposite of that. It's quantity over quality.
Right.
That's exactly what it is. There might be more outcomes, more missions, more side quests, but if they scaled it down a bit, they could actually focus more, not only on the missions themselves and the execution and the presentation of them,
right?
but they could also improve the graphics. You know, like there's no need to have like a vast world that is so shitty to look at. You know,
And
The thing is, like, all that shit's automated these days. Like, you have, like...
Yeah, so that's the thing. They don't even have an
I
excuse
know,
to
they
begin
don't
with.
even have an
And that's
excuse.
the- I know-
because
like,
all of it is automated.
Now
at
that you
this
mention
point.
it, the amount of content that's in these games, that might be a factor why they might be so buggy as well.
No,
Yeah, of
dude,
course it
no,
is.
it's not at all.
Yeah?
Well, that's definitely
not
a
an
factor,
excuse.
though.
You have games like No Man's
No,
Sky.
I'm not saying it's an excuse. I'm just saying that could be a
No, it's not a
good
factor.
reason.
Okay, you have a game like No Man's Sky, completely fucking unlimited amounts of fucking like worlds for you to explore, complete planets. They have algorithms that generate planets, and the graphics look amazing.
Better,
They
fucking
look-
way better. And this is how lazy Bethesda is
Well,
with
I'm
their
not talking
graphics
about.
engine.
Well, I'm not talking about like like the amounts of worlds or anything. I'm talking about like
You're saying this
You-
because it's open world.
no, not because it's open world, but because of the interactions that you have with like different characters and stuff like that. Not necessarily.
Well, here's the thing: if you can have a game that's created with an unlimited universe, as far as like how expansive the actual like exploration goes,
right.
and that literally creates itself. These planets aren't created by a person; they're just an algorithm that they made early on. Also, that literally builds the planets for you in a very appealing fashion.
Sure.
This is something that they could just easily implement into the world of freaking Fallout 4, and then just concentrate on the actual
Quality of the
yeah.
fucking...
And this game was Fallout No Man's Sky was made by a team of 4 people. 4 people. How many people do you think are working on Fallout 4?
Oh, honestly, I don't know.
I would say probably close to 1,000.
No, dude, there's not
No.
1,000 people. What the fuck are you talking about?
Dude, do you know how like freaking big these games are, dude?
Yeah, I know they're big, but there's no game that has thousands of people working on it. It's
Dude.
ridiculous. Like, dude, I think like Metal Gear Solid 2 had like 50 people. And this is
That
like-
was freaking 15 years ago, dude.
Well, how many people are working on Phantom Pain?
Probably about like I'd say probably in Japan probably about 200.
Man, I don't
probably
know
in
about that, dude.
America, the American team is probably about 100.
God, I remember seeing an article.
Dude,
like,
even like the Uncharted games, dude, those were like a couple of hundred people. There's not fucking thousands. of
okay,
people
whatever.
working on it.
Anyways, like it doesn't even
It
matter.
doesn't
Okay,
matter.
either way, the amount of people working. God, I remember like freaking Epic Games. Whenever they make their games, like they were saying something like about 700 people, 700 artists working on like this one, freaking aspect of the game. There's like the jobs and the scale of the freaking studios.
One thing is that
has increased exponentially in the past 15 years.
Bethesda is not working on like that type of quality of like where they're gonna have 700 artists work on one thing. That's
all right. Well, that's their problem. That's all I'm saying. Yeah,
Right.
is that they don't have the manpower where it needs to be. The
thing is, like, the thing is, like, these fucking 4 people that are making No Man's Sky are literally fucking like they literally made some game that's like infinitely open world, and there's like the graphics are good. I mean, from what we can tell, there's like no bugs. I mean, there might be
Is
here and there.
is there like gameplay elements there, or
What
like,
do you mean? Everything is gameplay. Everything that they've shown is gameplay. But like,
because I haven't seen the. Is there a
What
trailer or is it
for
a-
what game?
No Man's
No Man's
Sky.
Sky.
You never
I haven't seen it. No.
You haven't seen anything from it?
No.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay, well, we'll show it to you later. But
yeah, just I mean, what you see from that game compared to Fallout 4 is just like mind blowing, especially considering like that it was only made by 4 people.
Well, what kind of game is it? Is it?
It's just an exploration game.
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of like a space shooter / exploration game. I mean, there's
Okay.
still like that. It's still very like a little info, but they'd have gameplay videos
Sure.
out there, and the worlds, even though they're automatically generated, not even like designed at all, look so much more like they're worlds that you would rather explore than the world of Fallout 4.
Definitely.
But there's the whole like side quest thing, the whole story element. Yeah, I can see that. Like, I mean,
but man, I don't know. What I'm saying is, just, if it takes 4 people to make something like that, like something
Then
that's just
it-
like
then it only
infinitely
takes-
expansive, you can just explore these worlds.
Then it-
What the fuck is like one of the biggest game companies doing with this fucking open world game, and it looks like shit? Like,
Yeah.
seriously.
Yeah.
Like people are like, oh man, No Man's Sky looks amazing. It's like not only does it look amazing, but it looks like it plays amazing. The fucking idea of it is amazing. Like,
Actually, it's way more intriguing than freaking Fallout 4, like, completely to me.
Yeah, of
I mean,
course.
even though we haven't really
Dude.
seen any story for it,
dude,
but
the
like,
thing is, like, everybody that we've talked to about No Man's Sky said that they're like, that's like one of the main
Yeah.
games they're looking forward to. Even like, yeah, Colin, he's somebody who's like a huge Fallout fan, but he's saying like, oh, the game I'm looking most forward to is Fallout or
No Man's Sky.
Right.
It's like everybody like who's like a gamer who's like into like open world games, obviously,
and who
looking
isn't a
forward to the game.
fanboy of Bethesda, like, knows.
Even
Like,
if you are a fanboy, like fucking Colin was saying, oh yeah, man, if I had a Bethesda shirt, I'd be wearing it. It's like, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like,
but see, he's a Bethesda fan. He's not a fanboy. He's just a fan of
no,
Bethesda.
he obviously knows the graphics are shit.
And the thing is, I mean, yeah, I might list a couple of like potential reasons why graphics might be taking a back seat. But even so, I'll still admit that the graphics they're not that good. At the very least. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and deny that. Okay, well, no, it looks amazing. It looks, that dog. It looks like like a real dog. No, I'm not gonna make that kind of claim. It's just, you guys are describing the graphics as bad, and I'm sitting here and I can't, I can't defend it. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't,
Yeah.
I can't really say anything.
Yeah, and you're like, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call you a fan, like, or at least a fanboy of the Fallout games, but
Yeah.
you're a fan of the games.
Yeah, yeah.
You enjoy them. You enjoy probably the quests more than anything, right?
Sure.
So I mean, but whenever you
Like, I'm
see
probably
this,
still
whenever you
going to
see
get
this,
the game.
see more people should have the exact kind of like stance as you, where you kind of like what they're trying to achieve with the game.
Yeah.
But it's just not living up to today's standards as
Right.
a AAA game
Right.
with like shit, hundreds of millions of dollars probably pumped into it.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like, if it only takes a team of 4 people to make an amazing unlimited graphics engine that automates itself,
Yeah.
then it only takes 4 people to make the world of Fallout 4. If they're not willing to hire 4 people, qualified people, to work on the graphics engine for their such a huge game,
Yeah.
then man, people deserve to call it out. But then you have these fanboys who are just like trying to make excuses.
Right.
Like, man, they're so fucking whiny. It's so annoying. I'm just like, dude, like, and it's so easy to just completely demolish their arguments. That's the thing. It's
Yeah.
like, man, what are you talking about? This game looks amazing. No, it doesn't. Why the backlash then? You know, like, okay, you know, you got people just coming from
graphics wars.
Yeah, no, like that whole argument. Oh, graphics wars like gameplay or graphics over gameplay. It's about the gameplay. Actually, what about both? What about both, dude? Like, why can't we have both?
Wasn't there this guy who mentioned like games that were like graphically groundbreaking at the time they came out?
Yeah, there was this guy that was listing. He was just like, yeah, man, you know, fucking Pac-Man, Galaga, fucking Donkey Kong, Sonic the Hedgehog, blah, 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 listing all these, like, classics.
Yeah.
And then he was like, these games weren't even in HD when they came out. And I'm just like, dude, how can you be so idiotic to compare Fallout 4, a graphically inferior like game by the standards today, to these fucking games that are like, you know, were groundbreaking for their time. Doesn't matter if they were in HD.
They weren't even HD, dude. They weren't even like 3D. What the
dude,
fuck?
this guy has like fucking 2,000 subscribers on YouTube too. I'm just like, how can you be so dumb?
They weren't even on Oculus Rift, dude. What the fuck?
I know. It's like, how about they, you know, broke new ground, dude? Like, seriously. Like, you don't have to, like, be HD to be legitimate. If that was the case, then, like, none of the games of the past should have, like, even succeeded, you know? Here's the thing. Graphics are the first impression of a game that you have.
Yeah. There's no denying that they are important.
They are extremely important. And here's the thing, is that, like I said before, better graphics will always make a game better regardless if it's shitty or not.
Yeah.
So, I mean, why not? And if you have bad graphics on a good game, then you have backlash like this. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, most games that you actually play these days that are actually good have good graphics.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, everything...
Like if Final Fantasy 15 came out and looked like, you know, it's like, I don't know, like Mario 64.
Yeah.
And it was for consoles and it was $60. I don't know. I think people would be a little more than just, you know, kind of irked. You know,
yeah, see, that's an extreme case of exactly what's happening with this game.
Yeah.
Is that it looks like way
lower. It looks like a last-gen game overall, definitely.
Yeah. Overall, I mean, there's some aspects to it that
it looks like a good last-gen game, but it still looks last-gen.
Man, you know what? I think the only thing about this game that actually, like, is, like, making it, like, not last-gen is just the polygon count, and that's it. Everything else is last-gen.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
It's the lighting. Yeah, I already named everything.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like...
Let's get into a little bit more about, like, why... Or a little bit more about what you've experienced with the fanboys, because I haven't really been like
that's what we're
communicating
kind
with
of talking about, dude.
I know, but like, let's get in more about that because we've been talking about the graphics.
Yeah.
The psychology.
I mean, shit. Like, I mean,
yeah, I mean, the thing is, like,
the level of
delusion
delusion that these people have, dude.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, it's so vast, dude. I mean, like, shit. Let's see. I mean, just that example that I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, and then there's that guy who didn't. I think a lot of people actually said this.
I don't know. The thing is, like,
the game is supposed to look like shit.
Yeah, that's another one. That's another fucking example that I hear all the time. Like, that's one of the most frequent ones that I hear is like, oh yeah, man, the game is supposed to look like shit. It's Fallout. It's supposed to be like dark and gloomy. I'm like, man, it's a post-apocalyptic world. Okay, so if the post-apocalyptic world is supposed to look bad, then why, whenever it cuts back to the actual 50s scenes, it actually looks even worse? Like, there's even less detail, you know, and like...
Because it's their engine. They're basically like, you know, they have it to where, you know... Well, basically, whenever they try to make something clean looking, they can't do it.
Yeah,
they can just like brush shitty looking fucking polygons and textures everywhere.
Yeah,
which their fucking engine. That's what the problem I have with it is. It doesn't do it good.
Yeah,
like that's pretty much what they fucking. It seems like the whole development team does is just like, oh, let's just like, you know, use this fucking brush here and just like brush some textures, brush some fucking characters and like this whole environment. Just like make the whole environment for us.
Yeah,
it's like. That actually works in your favor if you actually work on the engine that does that. You know, the algorithms. If you work on the algorithms that actually do that automatically for you, then it could actually work. But they don't. They haven't spent enough time in their R&D to make things work like that at all.
Yeah. Another thing that like they fucking say is like what was I just saying?
Oh yeah. I actually got into this. This little spat with this YouTuber. I forgot his name. It's like nine something killer. I don't know, but basically the whole premise of the dude's video was like, you know, you guys are fucking wasting your time, fucking just fucking. You have no life because you're fucking complaining about a video game. Like, what the fuck is your problem? You could be spending your time jacking off and shit. You know, looking at porn or getting laid.
What the fuck? Like, can't you just fucking, like... Can't you do with what you want to on your own time?
Yeah, and I do.
Like, why the fuck is this guy telling you? I mean, that's like something that's like super personal. That's not even about... That's what they have to resort to things like this. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying they're illogical. They just like whenever you fucking trap them, they just get to these fucking stupid ass points.
Shut up,
like,
faggot.
Yeah, like there was this one guy that's like, "Hey, man, you're really starting to get annoying. You're just like a graphics Nazi, dude. Man, you people like you are the problem with the world." I'm like, really, dude? I called him out. I was like, dude, you're a wuss. You can't even defend your own arguments without resorting to some bullshit like that.
Yeah.
And then he comes back, he's like, well, you know, like some bullshit. I don't even pay attention at that point. It's like, dude, you already lost.
Dude,
I mean,
the thing
fuck.
is, like, that's pretty much what like Bethesda has like put their fans in such a fucking shitty ass position to like they have to defend this game.
I know.
You
Yeah.
and they can't.
That's
Because
the
everybody's
sad part.
talking shit about the graphics, and their fans are like being put in this position. It's like, man, like, you know. You're just a little bitch. Like, just like, pretty much getting to that point, you know? Because,
Yeah.
like, they did it with you, saying, oh, you could just be jacking off. Or they're just like, oh, you're the problem with the world. It's like, is that literally the fucking point that, like, this fucking Bethesda has, like, given their fans? Because they can't even defend anything
This is the
else.
kind of fans they generate, dude.
I know. It's like, that's what I'm saying. These are, like, the worst fucking fanboys out of any fucking thing because this is, like, you know, Bethesda has put a product out so shitty that it brings out these fanboys that they're like, okay, everybody who's Fallout fans,
they're
you
loyal.
have to defend this fucking shitty ass fucking looking game, and they can't. And then it's like, oh, you know, just fucking come out with these stupid ass fucking.
Just spurting out fucking bullshit,
I know.
like out of their mouth, like just throwing that shit up, like, oh, you know. I mean, dude, like, get the fuck over your fucking little like obsession with this fucking retarded game. I mean,
it's kind of ironic. It's like you're talking all this shit about a video game.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, yeah, you're
talking shit about to me about talking shit about
Yeah,
it.
so it's kind of like
you're wasting your time talking shit about a video game, man. You need to get some sunshine, dude. Well, you're talking
As you talk shit
you're
about-
wasting. See, here's the problem: is that from my perspective, I'm not wasting time. You're the one.
He's the one who's wasting more time.
You're the one wasting double the time because you're replying to somebody like that.
I know,
You're
he-
stupid.
So he's
Yeah.
the one who's actually the problem with the fucking world.
I know.
'cause, like,
but by that logic. But I mean, obviously, dude, you're gonna do with your time the way you want to do. You know, spend your time. I mean, whether it be like looking at something and having complaints or not even complaints, just criticisms. You know,
Yeah.
just like
Can't criticize shit anymore. Like, what the fuck?
I mean,
like, especially like at face value, it's like
No, you can't. But
okay,
you're just gonna be called out on it because you're wasting time. I mean,
that's the best they got, dude. Man, like, I'm not. Okay, all I have to say to them is, I don't think I'm wasting time. I think I'm using my time wisely, calling out idiots like you. It's actually entertaining to me.
Yeah.
You know.
I know that's
Then
the
I
problem.
win.
That's the problem with their fucking argument is because like it's so fucking easy to just like okay you've like stooped to such a low level that all I have to do is say that okay I'm not wasting my time or like I don't think I'm a fucking idiot. I don't think I'm the problem with the world.
Like this
That-
idiot.
That's it. That's
Like,
all you have to say.
I
It's
even
like-
had a guy tell me, "Oh, you need to just go out and get a girlfriend." Dude, what if I have a girlfriend? You know, like your argument fails. You don't even fucking know.
I know, and then there's somebody telling you, he's like, oh, dude, you're just like a little fucking, like, you're probably not even 20. You're probably just, you need to probably ask your mom for some fucking whatever. I don't know. some more
Actually,
money.
what if I'm extremely well off and
I
I'm
need to ask my mom
Yeah.
to take away my I need to ask her. I need to be like, hey mom, you should take away my privileges because I just complained about a video game.
Yeah, it's like your internet privileges, right? Dude, like, they literally, that's their fucking, like, that's their fucking mentality. That's, like, what the level that these people have to go to defend this game. Like, I don't know. I would hate, that's why I fucking don't like the game, because I don't,
Dude,
I
see,
can't,
this is the
put myself
thing.
in those shoes. Like,
like
okay,
these people, what they should be trying to do is just like trying to convince people that it's still going to be a quality game, but the quality is being shifted somewhere else. You're right.
Yeah,
It's
well, that's
at
what
least
Young
that.
Ya's doing.
At least that. But as we've expressed today, it's actually their fault for not having a good graphics engine.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't take much at all to make a good graphics engine these
No,
days.
not at all. Not
So
at all.
it is their fault. But to like resort to like that shit where it really like makes the game like that much less appealing to me, because like, you know, like for instance, I heard about the game by you texted me and you were like, hey, check out this game, the graphics are amazing.
Yeah.
You know, and you're being sarcastic, but like I checked it out and I was like, oh god, you know, they're not amazing, but I was still like, you know,
Yeah, it doesn't look-
it wasn't until I got into the freaking open forum with these freaking fanboys that I was just like, man, I don't even know if I want to play this game anymore, because like this is the kind of people it attracts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, fuck, dude. Like, what else am I supposed to think? Like, oh, they're just shitty fanboys. Nah, man. Like, at the end of the day, these are the sort of loyal fanboys that are generated from this type of game. You know what I'm saying? This is the hardcore like that you'll get. You know, like, and thing is, I would consider myself a hardcore Metal Gear fan,
Sure.
right? But I'm not gonna. I'll defend, like, for instance, whenever people come out, "Oh, Ground Zero is just a demo," I'll defend it with actual knowledge.
Really, really fucking good points.
Yeah, like I'll bring out my freaking points and shit.
Right.
I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, you just
Yeah,
need to go get a
the thing is-
girlfriend."
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
People are like, you know, whenever they fucking talk shit about Ground Zero, oh, it's just 2 hour demo. It's like, no, dude, it's not a fucking 2 hour demo.
It's an entire prologue.
It literally, like, you're not even gonna beat the game in 2 hours. I mean, you might beat it in 2 hours the first playthrough, but like,
Yeah, the first mission.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
if
first
you're playing
mission,
it easy,
the
especially.
first mission. But there's like what 6 missions in the game, and now with the DLC, there's
But
7.
but those they don't count.
Why the fuck not? They actually have new story elements in the game if you actually listen to it.
Well,
Like, and
because-
if you actually go through the fucking every fucking mission in that fucking game, you're
See,
gonna unlock
these-
more story.
These are the sort of
Because you
points that
don't-
we bring to the table whenever we're arguing with these other people. But like with Bethesda fanboys, I don't know what it is about their games that generate these mindless fucking retards, dude. But I mean, like, I've never ever seen like Metal Gear fans kind of like stooping to that level before, like trying to defend Metal Gear. Like, you don't have to.
I've seen
you know?
one.
It's like, because Metal Gear
Well,
is a perfect like example of like what Bethesda should be compared to, in my opinion. Because especially now that both are open world, and I got this fucking idiot telling me, oh, but you know, fucking Fallout has to fucking process all these NPCs and AI and shit.
I know, and I was already telling you shit that's never even been done in any
I
fucking
fucking
video
love your
game.
impressions, man.
Dude.
You're just like.
Dude, that's how I read it back though. You know, it's because like, okay, you're obviously whiny
They
bitch.
probably have like a sexy ass voice in real life.
Dude, nah, well, that ain't how I see it. You know, unfortunately, it's YouTube comments,
Right.
so like I'm reading it as it is.
Yeah.
And if I could, and if it's even
Not
a
really
sli-
though.
if it's even slightly whiny, then that's how I'm fucking reading it, dude.
Right.
That's how I'm reading it in my head.
You're looking at the attitude, not the
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, wah, you know, like fucking, dude. Yeah, like, I don't know. I just fucking think it's ridiculous as shit that, you know, we just have like fucking bullshit like this in the game industry. It's like, it just makes it, I don't know. It's not fun. You know what I'm saying? It's really fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Because I want to go down to the comments section, and what I want to see is just like everybody calling out fucking Bethesda. I want to see everybody talking shit. But you know what? As much as like all these fucking fanboys are claiming that like everybody's talking shit about the graphics, man, I think only like 5% of the comments are actually doing it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's more so the fanboys trying to defend trying to defend with their delusion.
Like not even talking about the actual game.
Yeah, they're not even like trying to defend the graphics. Oh, well, it has like, you know, has ambient occlusion, has like high polygon, has tessellation. They're not even trying to defend it. They're just trying to defend it.
Yeah, that's what we can actually defend with like Metal Gear is that like it actually like people are saying, oh, you know, it's short, it's too short.
Yeah,
It's
the
like
whole
the game-
argument with the NPCs, especially, dude. Metal Gear, I don't even have to play Fallout 4 to freaking know that Metal Gear Solid 5 is gonna have like fucking far better AI. I mean, Ground Zero.
I was already telling you about the fucking like, you know, you have to knock out their communications and stuff like
Yeah,
that
you were.
to like, you know, say if you're like, you know, you have your main like, say if you like you have an open world with 5 main bases and then you have their like outposts, and if you infiltrate one of their outposts, they have like some you know,
Communication
some
satellite?
communication satellite that sends like, you know, say if you're caught, they'll, you know, basically send a signal to their main bases that'll send you like, you know, they're gonna send all the guards, you know, your way, and they're gonna increase the level of security.
But
in
if you
level.
take advantage of that, you can go straight to the main base and infiltrate it way easier.
Yeah.
So that's the sort of level of like intelligent AI that you can be dealing with Metal Gear.
Yeah.
There ain't gonna be that sort of shit
It's
in
not-
Fallout, dude.
It's just about the scale, you know. It's like that just kind of goes to show that the entire fucking world in Metal Gear is like completely open world. It actually works like how something would actually work in real life.
Yeah, well,
Rather
it's
than-
actually
rather
as if
than
there
just,
was a
like-
real military base there. They have their scout, you know, like
Right.
Their
routes and shit,
outposts.
outposts, and the routes every day. The actual soldiers are there. It's not like there's regenerating soldiers when you kill one. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking
They're
deformed
there.
as fucking soldiers.
I know, right? God, that's another thing about the fucking Bethesda games. Like, oh yeah, let me automate my character, just make an auto character. Oh god damn. You know, dude. Every single
they're
time I
pretty-
did, I was like, dude, what the fuck, man?
The Oblivion was the worst.
Yeah,
It's like you could tell it was like their first like time doing something like that.
yeah, but I mean,
Every
shit.
character was just randomized to like up to absurdity.
Yeah,
Like everybody was ugly. Everybody was just ugly.
I mean, their games are ugly, dude, and that's why I don't play them. Honestly, you know, you call me a graphics whore or whatever, but you know what?
Yeah.
I'm a quality whore. That's what I am. Like, if you're not willing to pump money into your visuals, like the thing that everybody will judge the game off first,
Right.
then you know you're not really worth my time. You know, that's
Right.
the way I see it. Like, if you're not willing to even like invest into something as important as that, then I'm done with you like already.
Right.
Like, I mean, what can I even expect from the quality of your gameplay? I mean, yeah, it might be vast. There might be a lot of missions. The story might even be good, but you know, if you can't get the graphics down, what makes you think you can get the controls down? You know, like,
Right.
or the fucking AI or the freaking, you know, other things like gameplay related.
Sure.
Because graphics are a gameplay aspect. You know,
No, they are.
like they make the game enjoyable. I mean, shit, like, God, I mean, any game that has better graphics is better, regardless of how shitty it is.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, let's end it on that note. Thanks for fucking tuning in, guys.
All right. And can't wait to get like all these like what maybe like 13 hate comments.
Man, we might actually get a lot on this one. I don't know.
You think so? Oh, I guess because it's on topic and you know it's pretty
Pretty recent. Yeah.
Dude, fucking bring it on. I don't give a shit.
Alright,
I've already fucking like stated the fucking facts.
Yeah,
the
you
graphics suck. That's my stance. I don't give a, they're fucking lazy. These
Yeah.
fucking developers are fucking lazy. I don't give a fuck.
and even then I mean I'm still gonna get the game. But
Fuck you, dude. I don't care. I don't. The thing is, like, see, I don't fucking like care if like people like acknowledge the fact that the fucking game is shitty. Or, I mean, not the game is shitty.
I
But the game has shitty
know what you mean.
graphics.
Yeah, I know.
The
Yeah.
game has shitty graphics. It's not. You're gonna be expecting quantity over quality. At least if you're fucking expecting that and you're not defending the fucking game hardcore, then I don't give a fuck. Like if you're gonna buy it, whatever, fucking buy it. I'm not gonna be like, fucking.
Well, you're
I'm not
trading
gonna buy it. The type of product doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah.
But like, you know, if it appeals to you, then whatever. At least you're gonna get some enjoyment out of
Sure.
it.
But
I just don't
if
see
you're
it.
one of these mindless fucking fanboys that just tries to
Yeah.
defend your own delusion,
Yeah,
then like you know,
if you were
fuck
here
you.
fucking like trying to fucking defend the game on, you know, its fucking graphics or just like, you know,
On its quality.
yeah, on its quality, then you know, yeah, then we would fucking be arguing. But like, I think we can all agree that the game, they are fucking lazy in that department. They're fucking lazy in a lot of fucking departments. Like for these, like Bethesda, yeah, they're just lazy in so many fucking departments. That
Yeah.
it's like,
It's been proven
through all their
time and
games,
time
yeah.
again. Like there's never been like a perfect like freaking Fallout game or Bethesda game ever.
Mhm.
I mean, all of them have had major flaws. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. I'll agree with that.
Yeah. So I mean, like, at least if you know to expect that, all right, whatever. But if you're like gonna be one of these idiots fucking defending this shit, then, you know, just stay off fucking YouTube. God damn it. It's so like discouraging to just like be a gamer at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, you guys
it
are
just like
what's wrong with the
associate.
world.
Like, I'm gonna be going to scroll down the
Yeah.
comments. Let me see what these people have to say. God, why am I even wasting my time reading these idiots' comments? Like, these people don't know motherfucking shit. Like, God, like it's so fucking annoying. I mean, and it's so. Luckily, if you're on the side of logic, it's easy as fuck to like, you know, freaking refute. But like, you know, it shouldn't even have to happen. You know, everybody should just be like, come on, Bethesda, get your fucking shit together. Fucking like update your graphics engine.
I
You
feel
know
like
what I'm saying?
it should have been how it was with Xbox. You know, everybody's calling them out on their shit. So that, okay, I guess we're gonna have to start working on the quality of our games.
Yeah.
Like, that's what everybody's
You have to
expecting.
fire some people.
And dude, you have
you
other
know?
people that are like, oh yeah, you know, it's because Bethesda is like, you know, they're showing you how the actual final product's going to be. You know, you have all these games that like, you know, they show their unveiling with like some souped up trailer that like, you know, on some high end PC that looks great, but when the game comes out, it looks like shit, which is true. But like, you know, there are some games like that, but it's not like they take a huge ass fucking hit in the fucking graphics.
Exactly. Like they actually still look really good when they come out.
I know.
But for this game, being unveiled in this like fashion, and then
was that the case for what's the name of that game?
Watch Dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and Witcher 3. There's been a lot of games.
Assassin's
like,
Creed,
Division.
like a bunch of Division.
Well, wasn't there like a huge? But then again, there was a huge backlash, right?
There was a pretty big
yeah,
backlash, yeah, definitely. But like, it wasn't this extreme. Like even the final quality of the graphics were not this bad.
Yeah.
You know, like there were still like at least aspects there that like justified your purchase of a next gen console.
Sure.
This one is just like, why did I buy a next? If you bought a next gen console just for this game, you got gypped. Sorry, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it could have been done on PS3. Like, you know. I mean, at least graphically, like this shit is nothing spectacular to look at. If we got a game like MGS5 coming out on PS3, also, like going head to head with this game, dude, ain't looking good for freaking Fallout 4, dude.
Right.
It's at least on the graphics front, but yeah.
So what's your closing statement?
Well, you guys are a bunch of graphics whores. You don't know what you're talking about.
No, graphics Nazis, get it right, dude.
No, you're whores.
Shit.
You're not whores, dude.
You're not. Yeah, dude. You guys are what's wrong with the world. You know, because of you, we don't get nice things. We get things that are like, you know, we got like angry fans that, you know, fucking talk back at the developers, and for that, games don't get made. And it's all because of you.
Yo, fuck you.
Bitches.
How about an actual closing statement, you fucking sarcastic bitch? You know?
Well, that means sarcastic. No, but
All right. Brian, you got that pocket knife with you? No, it's just
I have my pocket sword.
pocket sword, fucking sword baton.
Yes.
Oh,
pocket
yeah,
sword. Anyways.
Anyway,
What is your closing statement?
okay, no, seriously. Yeah, just don't get too angry about like people like, you know, shitting on the game's graphics. I mean, if you're gonna like the game, you know, just get the game and fucking enjoy it for like what it's going to be. Don't fucking, you know, don't get all bent out of shape because of, you know, somebody else's opinions. I guess that's it.
Damn, dude, that's fucking really genuine and humble,
Oh,
dude.
yeah, man.
Man, you gotta like. I'm just kidding. All right, well, that will wrap up the episode. See you guys next time.
All right, later.